Knowing the rules that we know for dealing with limits, this question can be very difficult, so we have to use a calculator. Alright guys, for limit questions, our calculator does all the work. We just have to make sure we don't mess up on notation. So the first thing I'm going to do is press F3. It goes to this calculate section. So F3, and I'm going to scroll down to number 3 because it says limit. So this says limit of. What are you taking the limit of? Well, first thing we're going to do is type in the function. So my function has a numerator and a denominator. So I'm going to enclose the numerator in parentheses and then the denominator in parentheses as well. So I'm going to start with the numerator. Open parentheses. And let's see. We have x raised to the third power minus a. Remember, to access a, we had to hit those white keys, alpha and this equal sign to get to a, up caret raised to the third power, and this whole thing is my numerator, so I'm going to close the parentheses. So this set of parentheses that is representing where our numerator is. So this whole thing is divided by, now I'm going to have my denominator, a raised to the sixth power minus x raised to the sixth power. And I'm going to close the parentheses on my denominator. All right, so once you enter in the function, you have to now put a comma. Now this is when, in our limit notation, we say as x goes to something, right? So we say as x goes to infinity, as x goes to 2, as x goes to 0. In this question, it says as x goes to a. So the first variable we're going to put in is x, and then we say goes to, which is represented by a comma, a, and then close parentheses. So we have our function, comma, as x, comma, goes to a, and then close parentheses. And then we're going to hit enter and see what happens. And we get this thing says non-algebraic variable in expression. So usually what that means is that this variable is already used up. This variable a is already being used. So what you're going to have to do is this. You're going to have to go to this blue thing that says variable link, okay? And variable link shows that I use the letter A for something else, maybe a matrix, maybe some line I defined or whatever. I have to undefine A first. So I'm going to scroll down to A and I'm going to click this left arrow. And it says, do you want to delete A or whatever A was defined as? And I'm going to say, yeah, I do. So then I can use it in my limit function. So press enter and you'll see I have nothing defined anymore. Let's go back home and let's go back to this guy and let's click enter again. Hey, and then we got our answer.